I'm really excited to get to the stadium Sunday and see what it's like, because there's not many athletes in any sport that get a chance to play a final in front of their hometown in their home stadium. It kind of, when I think about what it might look like, it reminds me of how a home qualifier is, when the fans are all out there with their flags and the tailgating and all that stuff going on, and I think it's going to have a similar feel. When I was younger, it's kind of weird to say, but I wasn't completely aware of what was going on. Now it's different when, being a captain of a team, seeing what goes on behind the scenes, being a part of so much of it every day, you realize how difficult it is to get here, and that makes it really special too.
Donovan does it, no problems this time.
It was a difficult day on the Monday after the Salt Lake game to really go through the process of figuring out what I wanted to do with regards to the national team, and had some difficult conversations, but in the end had to make sure I was doing what was best for me and for the Galaxy. And that last week, the first week, for me personally, was all about rest. This has been a difficult year for me. It's hard to see yourself start to deteriorate a little bit physically, and it's not a fun process to go through. So early in the year there was some muscle injuries. I had a stress fracture in my ankle early. I had a problem with the MCL, and it's been a good learning experience, but it's difficult not to be with your team, and I realize how much even just being in training every day means to me. I really, really enjoyed not only my time in Everton, but my time at Bayern Munich too. As I get older, as I've now dealt with a year where I've had a lot of injuries, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of, is that something I would want to do again. If I'm healthy, if mentally I'm into it and I feel good, it'd be a no-brainer. I'd do it in a heartbeat. If I don't feel healthy, if I feel like I need rest, if mentally I'm worn out, I won't do it, because it's not fair to me and it's not fair to a team I would go to. So it's flattering to have that question asked, because it's always good to be wanted, but I'm not going to do it unless it's right for everybody. When I was younger, I was a punk, and I remember coming into the league and being really just genuinely excited to play soccer, finally. I had been at Leverkusen and hadn't played too much, so I was excited to be around a group of guys that accepted me, a coach that accepted me and wanted me there, and I was excited to play. But thinking back and looking back now, I was a brat, I was a punk. I did a lot of things that wouldn't be too proud of, but I was happy, and those were some of the best years of my life. Well, over time you obviously learn a lot about the game. You grow as a player, but more importantly for me, I've grown as a person. It's about, as cliche as it sounds, being as good as I can every day. And I'm trying to learn and get better at a lot of the things that I'm not good at. One of those, still, leadership, how you act on a daily basis, how you train on a daily basis, how you prepare. All that being said, I think we've had a successful year. I feel pretty good about the year I've had, but we can all be better. And I mean, that's all you can do. If you stop trying to get better, then you might as well not play. Probably my favorite thing about Dom was, at some point it started in 01, when we would get on the bus after a big win, Dom would go on the intercom, and and he'd just really slowly go, "Earth," and we'd all go, "Quakes," and he'd go, "Earth, Quakes," and it started a tradition, and that's just kind of the guy he was. Like he always appreciates the moment, and he makes sure that he enjoys what he's doing. It's great. I think conventional wisdom would say, you need to do more, you need to be more, everybody needs to bring more. But the reality is there's a reason we went through the season and accumulated 67 points and won our Champions League group and have had such a successful year. And it's just by doing things the way we know how to do them. And so you don't want to change things too much. You want to keep things as normal as possible. Obviously, on game day, everyone's going to have a heightened sense of excitement.
Open man, Donovan, goal!
You know, I take a lot of responsibility on myself, and like I said, I haven't been perfect this year, but it would be very rewarding to go through a season like this and finish it lifting the cup.